Hello guys, it's Ign Hl04 back with another Splinterlands video today. We are going to talk about a topic that we have recently discovered. So we will talk about the best and most efficient way to build a dev gold team. For this, thank you for the spreadsheets that I have here. It was a lot of work for them, so really big thanks to them. If you also want to have access to the spreadsheet, I posted everything, and basically I post a lot in the Discord, so if you would love to, it would be nice if you could also say hello there. Link is in the description down below. And don't forget, on the giveaway on Friday 8 p.m. European time, we will be giving away one XBot Lite token, so come by and say hello if you want a chance to win. So now let's get started. And before we start, we need to take a look at the summoners. So what summoners are the best for the dev team? Let's come here, and there we have them. It's everything. If you don't remember, everything is based on price and value. It's the rented price. We will also take into account the actual buying price to maybe see if there something changes. So as we can witness, the Thaddeus Brood is the third most expensive card here. If you take a look at Waka and Mimosa, and we have to admit, it's the best one out of all of those. Don't forget, all of those cards are on the max level for the Gold League. And if you take a look at peak monsters and look at the dev summoners, we can here witness Dallin is pretty much the cheapest one for 45 bucks. Contessa is 63 and Thaddeus is 65. So even though we have a lot of summoners here, Astral Entity hasn't been released of this standpoint yet, as you can witness, so I'm still waiting on the upgraded sheets, and hopefully this will come in the future. But right now we don't have him, unfortunately, but still it looks like a pretty same based value like we have on the rentals, because Thaddeus here is 5 times more expensive than Contessa, and if you would buy him right now, it's only $2 more. So if you don't have a Thaddeus maxed out for yourself, get him right now. And also, just a little secret tip for me, Astral Entity can be a pretty deadly summoner with all those material ability cards that we have in the new Soulbound reward cards. So I definitely try out both of those. If you want to go with the cheapest one, go for an Dallin, but it seems like even though here Dallin is also 5 times cheaper, it's not even close to effective than him. And the Mimosa is just way too expensive. Also, we can take the same here. Like Mimosa costs 230. It's about 4 times the price of an Thaddeus, so I wouldn't recall doing that. And yeah, basically that's going to be it from the summoners. Just go with a Thaddeus. Statistically, he's the best out of those. So now we here can go. Let's take a look at the monsters, because I think this is going to be way more interesting than only taking a look at the summoners, because monsters have various different levels, have different price points, and it's gonna be interesting. So first card that we are going to take a look. I mean, we'll see how far we can come today. Let's maybe get down there a little bit, talk about some cards. We can even search for some names then. If you want to know some certain cards, it could be pretty interesting. For example, yeah, let's do that later. I don't want to spoil anything. So let's get started with the Venari Bonesmith. As you can see, it's the third cheapest card. If we go at the gold level, it's the second cheapest card. It costs $3. It's here because it's one of the cheapest prices with a value score of 11.5, and you basically only need a level 4. And we will also go why you only need a level 4 copy and not a level 6 copy. So the main objective of this card is to poison your opponent. So you're not looking to get some extra damage in, which at this price point it's half the price for a silver level card than of a gold level card, but hear me out. I would still, though, go for a gold level card because it's dead ass cheap. It costs $3. That's like nothing for a gold level card. Even though you can be very successful with a level 4 Bonesmith with only the poison, but I think that extra damage is really, really helpful, as well as an extra speed. That extra speed gives you more accessibility to the poison drops, so this will also help you there. But let's focus on the next step. It's Silencer V. Silencer V, interestingly, not one of the reward cards, it's one of the Chaos Legion cards, and it's basically one of the more expensive ones. There we have him. It's at $13 for a gold copy, but we are only looking for a level 4 copy. So we can also script that down to here. And basically, why you want a level 4 copy and you don't essentially need a level 8 is cripple is not that big of a deal, and mostly you're here for the damage. You still have 4 speed and 6 health, which would go up to 6 speed and 7 health, so it will become fast and tankier. But if you start building your gold deck, it's not worth that, and a level 4 copy is way than enough. And it will definitely help you win more games, especially if you pair up with an Ureas, for example, or some other sneak attack monsters like a Damfield Infiltrator, maybe some opportunity monster. This card is basically a beast, and it's one of the more loved ones. I really enjoy playing with that card, and I think you will definitely want to do the same. So next up we have the Revealer and then the Fiend. We will just make 2 at a time right now because I think we can go a little bit faster. So if we take a look at the Revealer, there we have him. The Revealer should go to level 4 if I recall it correctly. No, level 2 only. What? You only want a level 2 Revealer with 2 speed? Only 1 more health is enough? Okay, so same to this card as to the Bonesmith. I would personally, even though statistically it says something different, I would try getting an level 5 Revealer. It's basically the same as a level 2 one. Instead, you're getting 1 more damage and the immunity ability, and that's only for $4 more. The immunity ability is really strong, especially in poison rules, that these cards can bring you out a lot of dangerous situations, and I definitely would recommend getting a max copy here because it's a reward card, and reward cards now are dirt cheap. And then we are coming to our first legendary. It's the Corpse Fiend. It seems it wants a level 2 copy from us. I'm not sure why exactly level 2 copy, because personally I think the 1 more speed is not worth $10. Probably going for a level 2 copy would help depending on the decreased rewards that you get when you use that. Basically it reduces the penalties, so that's why you probably want to go for a level 2 copy here with $10, because I don't think that 1 extra speed is worth getting. So now let's take a look at the Carrion Shade and the Palicor Deceiver. I'm just gonna go over those briefly, and then we will quickly go over some legendary and look where they are on the list and if they are even worth buying. So we have the Carrion Shade level 4. Basically you want to get a level 4 because it then gets to the flying. There's no difference between level 3 and level 4. It's 1, 2, 2 flying. 1, 2, 2 flying. There's basically no difference. Wow. Is that really like that? I haven't noticed it in any instance. No way. Is there no difference between level 3 flying? They're basically the same. So you only want to get it for the penalties. So I would even try getting a level 5 copy now because of the penalties. But there's actually no difference between a level 4 and a level 5. It's really interesting. Really, really interesting. Now, let's take a look at the Palico receiver. You probably want to get this card level 4. Hence, level 4 I will tell you right now because it gets the 1 more health. And in Poison rule sets, 1 more health is pretty critical and it really doesn't cost you a lot of money. Like, it only costs you 20 cents more. And this is the same card as I talked to the other reward card is $3 for a max copy. I would personally go for that. And maybe let's quickly take a look. Let's do maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do to the Cursed Deco because I think a lot of people will be interested in that. And then we will only take a look at the legendaries to see why we should buy some and why not, and if I still understand the meta. So now we come to the Soul Strangler and the Damphir Stalker. Those are also rare cards, all from the Chaos Legion set, and the Damphir Stalker, you basically want a level 2 copy, cause it gets 1 more speed. Even though it has True Strike, it's still very helpful to get 1 more speed. And if you want to upgrade it even more, the next level where it's a critical level would be level 4 where it gets 1 more attack. So either buy level 4 or level 2 copy, it's all depending on you and how much you want to invest. I definitely would go level 4 even though statistics say level 2 is way than enough. As well as the Soul Strangler. Soul Strangler is also only level 2 because it gets 1 more speed. The probability of hitting more is way likely right now, and if you want to get no penalties, I would go for level 4 because it still has the speed boost and it does free damage right now. And basically this card is an amazing card. It's just a little secret tip that you want to maybe invest in, because free damage, 4 attack and poison, oh boy, what a deadly combination. Now let's come to our last card that's very, very much played in bronze and silver. And in gold, it's also a pretty decent card. If you take a look here, it has a ranking of 10 plus. So 10 plus is always something that you want to have in your deck no matter what. And it costs 24 bucks, so it's to this point right now, to all the cards we looked at, it's the most expensive one, so this has to mean something. If all of the other rares were recommended level 2 and you want this at level 6 at max for gold, why is this so? So I'm gonna tell you. You have free damage also at this level, but the real difference comes in the health. Basically, you're getting 1 more healing point if you have it at 11 hit points than on 10. So basically on 11, if I recall it correctly, I think he heals for 3. On 10, he only heals for 2, if I'm not wrong. And he also, if you have a poison rule set and you put him in the front and he gets attacked, it still lives longer with the thorns and the heal because it is 1 more hit point. Basically, that's really a crucial point of that card. Because of the heal, you want to have as much hit points as you can. And now, let's switch to those juicy legendaries and to see all of those modern legendaries and how they perform in the Gold League. As we witnessed, the card has been basically the best. And now I think we can do it here. No, we can only do it. Can we do it by name? No, I don't think we can switch it there. We can unfortunately switch there, so we have to look for them single-handedly, and one that caught my eye was the Harclaw level 3. Basically, Harclaw level 3 is the cheapest one on this list. It costs $6. It's way cheaper than Cursed Echo, but it's also a little bit worse. Hence, it doesn't have to heal and poison the thorns with an rare monster you can play in any rule set. This card you can only play in certain rule sets. It's very expensive, the 8 mana, but still the shield immunity demoralize combination is pretty strong. Unfortunately for that card, it got a little too less attack, so if it had get 3 or 4 attack it would have been busted, but with 2 it's just a little bit meh. But it's still an amazing card to have, and I would definitely recommend it as the bot says. Let's look for the next card that we find here, and there it is. It's Lyra of the Dark with a score of 9. Lyra of the Dark, if you don't know her, it's this little bad boy, and it costs $14, so kinda okay. It gets swiftness, which is a huge boost for your team, and especially with the new summoner you can play it very well. But I think we will just look for the next one. Let's look for the fourth one. Oh, it's right down there. It's the Ign Hl04. Ign Hl04 seems like you only need a level 2 copy to be successful. It's a little bit less valuable than the Lyra, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have a lot of good cards in that league. It's still nearly as expensive as the Lyra. It's $2 less, but it doesn't give you the same abilities. The Lyra is more than a supportive card, and the Ign Hl04 is more than a tank. As you can witness, you get the Giant Killer, Void Armor, and Knockout. Giant Killer is pretty effective against 10 mana cards and higher. Examples for that would be a Coral Lurker. And basically, this card is an amazing pull, and I'd love to advise you to use it more, but I think a level 2 is enough. Level 3 is also great with the Magic Reflect. But hey, the only card I'm really interested right now is the Silent Javi. That's the only card, not Silent Javi. It's the, what is it called? Let me quickly take a back. So what's her name? Not Carbol, Queen of Crows. I want to see how good the Queen of Crows in gold is, depending on her price rate ratio. There we have her. I think it bugged out. So clear. And only Queen of Crows. Let's see how good she is actually. So she has a value score of 9.5 and you only need a level 2 copy. Wow, that's amazing. So basically, if you want to just a secret tip on the end here, Queen of Crows, amazing card to have. Level 2 gets you 1 more health. I would personally recommend you getting a level 3 for the headwinds, but it seems a level 2 Queen of Crows will carry you through gold. That's pretty amazing for a $7 card. It's way more expensive than some of the maxed out reward cards, so it's depending on you how you wanna build your deck. This should just be a little guide. I hope this was informative and helpful. We all learned something new, as I did with Carry and Shade right here. But now I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you will have some luck building your future deck and some luck in the league. And let's see when we will clash against each other. Bye.